All right, so Artemis just had their comeback with a new EP called Hyper Ego. Really excited to hear what this one sounds like. So yeah, let's get into this. First track is called From Wings to Soul. I'm guessing this is the intro. Really nice chords I just started with. That sound? Ooh. Love how forward that is. Ooh. Let's be right here. Where it's placed. Look at that, like the thing with all their eyes right here. Really some of that. Look at those shoes right there. And go to the melody higher. Nice. That was short, but I really like the sound of that one a lot. That was really nice. 100%. Next one is called Born Stunner. Oh, so this is vertical video. Interesting. Very basic thing coming on. Like they kind of like shouting vocals they have there. Ooh, that bass. Had that beat drop. I like the outfit. Oh, I like that kind of like higher percussion sound in there. Very interesting looks there right there. I love this concept right there. Oh, the melody on that was nice. They sound that really nice. Again. Ooh. A little different beat right here. That good rising sound going on. Like how they're building up on this. Was there Blood Blue? Isn't that what the next song is called? He kissing himself in the mirror. Oh, okay. You just kissing each other in the music video. I really like how they're doing this beat a lot. Very dancey right here. Oh, I like that. Wanna cut. That was a clean outfit change with that. I like a in a simulation and they go into like the video game thing. Like the flow that line. And then go into that same flow, more melodic thing. Nice. I like that. Clean transition right there. I might have to watch this on my phone later on to see how looks with that. Like filling out the screen. Really love the sound of this part. Those chords that come in as well, just filling out everything. And this main melody, this singing. This whole build up. What's that sound? And then okay. Interesting how they go higher with that. Yeah, how they're doing the layer vocals just filling out the line. So interesting with that bass on top of that. Huh? Interesting that higher thing kind of like going down. Where his place as well is interesting. You see how they got that little like thing in a gotcha thing, and then she's like in an actual kind of huge thing right there. Yo, their concept is really interesting. It's not over. Oh. Just laid out on the floor and then got the blue blood. These birds. Yeah, they are running. Huh. Yeah, the way this concept is like almost like kind of eerie as well. It's very interesting. Yeah, I like the way they did this though, video wise and song wise, really nice. I love the energy of the song, like how it's going down. It's a really nice kind of like upbeat kind of thing going down. Really like the sound of the bass, the bassy, thing going on, how forward that is and stuff like that. The different sounds of the instrumental, just everything went down really nice with everything. I like the kind of main shouting vocals that they have. I like the main hook. That's nice, I would say. Other vocals on this sounded really nice as well. Just in general, yeah, I feel like this is definitely just a song I would, just listen to, and just have hype kind of energy with everything. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one. Born Stunner, really nice. It's called Icarus Gang. The way that started with that, interesting, and then that sound, yeah, how far that bassy kind of thing is right there. Yeah, Icarus, right? But then it's Icarus Gang. That's really interesting. Yeah, how forward that bass is. Crazy. Dropping. I like the way she's saying this now. Whispering. Okay, I like the flow she came with. Nice, coming into this. Really like this slight harmony on that. On this. That's nice. And those chords are going down, huh? And a little rosin thing building up. Nice break on that. Had to beat one down as well. Ooh. Didn't expect that drop into that. The way they're doing the layer voices on is interesting. Got like that. Oh, nice. The melody in there. Love her tone right there. I was soft singing as well. Love how they have that main kind of bass thing going as well. Still on this. I like that added sound there coming in with right there. Yep. That high thing. Really interesting filter on the voice right there. Love the sound of this part. Such a good postcard as well. Another lower harmony that's on that. How our voices spread out right here. So interesting. Wow, really interesting. Dropping out, yeah. Bringing that higher thing in there is interesting as well. Yeah, I like that. Like that. Breaking into this. Okay, I like how they did that one a lot. Very, very nice energy on that. The way they did dropped into their chorus, really like sound that post chorus, like I said, and just the different sounds just in general, the production, really, really interesting. Definitely a highlight, I guess, was that bass and how they had that going throughout. Everything was really nice. Yeah, yeah, really, really interesting on that one. Definitely feel like I would listen to that one. Next one is called Hyper Crush. Oh. Really like how that came in. Yeah, that bass in that beat, man. Really nice. Love the kind of momentum of that. That's a nice melody on that. On that. Oh. Like how they start that melody with like a higher notes right there. It's nice. And we'll like to change up right here with the bass. Okay. Ooh, how that bass went in that? Like it going to this part right here is nice. It's a nice melody on that as well. Ooh. Yeah, so interesting how the beat just changed right there going into that. This whole thing right there. That whole build up and then that's how it drops, I guess. Just a nice melody right there. Really nice chords going into this bridge right here. Like how they still keep like the energy with how the beat going. Yeah, such a nice bass right there. Ooh. Added some right there. Nice. Oh, I like how she's holding that out. Like how to drop with that. nice. Love the energy of that. Like I said, I love how they kept just that overall energy just going for majority of that entire thing. That was really nice. The little beat changes here and there was really nice as well. How they go into different parts of the song, like the main melody they were singing on this one, just in general. So yeah, I feel like I would listen to this one as well. That energy was really, really nice. That's definitely going on like my workout playlist or something, and just going with that 100%. Yeah. Now let's go into the next one. It's called, really like how I started vocally right there. Next one's called Pixel Memory. The breathy tone. We're already on the last one. That's crazy. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Hold on. I like that a lot right there. That high? Ooh, and a bass on that. Hold on. Oh, I love what it fucking sounds like. Ooh, yes, and the chords right there. No. Uh-huh. Ooh. Love how you sung that. Ooh, okay. Change it right here. Yeah, I like how they did that. You know, the whole thing, even with this melody as well. This whole nothing else right there. The bending of that. Kind of building out the rise thing on her. And jumping. Really nice how they're singing inside. This melody, right? Now this movement is nice. I just don't know. Reckon. Ooh, and they dropped again with that. Nice. Okay. Oh, the O's are different right there. It's like more like separated, like chopped up. I don't want to say it, but this sounds like a what's the game called? Geometry Dash. It sounds like a Geometry Dash, like song. Like I'm hearing it. Or like some other type of video game like that. Let's go out there. Love how she's on that. Like the jumping up at the end of that. Let's go back into this. Those lower notes and that chord's going down right there. It's really nice. Ooh, a little different drop right there. Okay. Or is that the same? I think. No, I think they dropped a little. Yeah. And then they got that nice. That's a nice little change up right there. Yes, it does. The first time is more connected with that. I like how it makes it seem like like the course is gonna end right there where they take everything out, but they just drop it again with the other part. Now to repeat and everything. The rousing thing going on. Oh, but a more kind of like chill bridge. Okay, didn't expect that. Yeah, they're singing this more softer tone than some else. Not something in that. Oh, come back. Oh, and then chopping her voice with that into that. How they put that in the mix was very smooth. Oh, and having it rise with that. Wow, using her voice as a riser right there as those chords went down. And now the sound with that. Love the bass that was in that. Oh wow. How's this going? Is she actually like holding that, or are they like just repeating that? Wow, I love how forward those chords were on the last line. The sound of that. Wow. Yeah. So obviously I like that one a lot. But yeah. Very, very nice. I love the energy of that one. A lot of these songs, like all these songs had very, very nice energy, 100%. But I think the energy on this one is probably my favorite. Just the way that was going, the sound, just in general, how they did the production on that, the way they did their vocals. I love the way that they were singing on this one. Very soft, very kind of, airy thing going on, but they're singing a more kind of higher kind of thing with that. Just the way they did that was very, very nice. So yeah, really, really enjoyed how they did this and the different sounds just overall. I like how they did the sound in the chorus as well, how they did the different kind of sounds with the uh-ohs and all the main line that they was repeating, of course. Yeah, it's a nice kind of ender for this one as well. Still keeping that energy, high energy thing going on. I like the different sound. I feel like these songs are very cohesive on this one as well with how they did that in the production. So I like that. So yeah, I'm liking what I'm hearing by Artemis every single time. 100%. They sounded great on this one. Let me see if I could pick some favorites. I did manage to pick like a top three that I feel like I'd probably listen to the most on this one. Going from number three is going to be Hyper Crush, most definitely. I like the melodies a lot on that one. I feel like that did a lot for me on that one. Number two is going to be Pixel Memory. And then my number one song on this one is going to be Blue Blood. I feel like if you Blue Blood and Pixel Memory are very, very close to each other. Like after listening to that again, I feel like you could probably listen to those back to back and it'll like kind of flow perfectly, right? I mean, it's not like a perfect kind of like, okay, this one ends and that one starts like the same way, but like just the way everything's done with the production is very, very similar, I would say. 100%. Like, I feel like Pixel Memory is almost like a continuation of Blue Blood, the way they did that. But yeah. That'll be a top three right there. There's only really like what, like six songs, technically five if you don't count the intro. Even though I'm counting the intro as well though, because that's a really nice song. I like how they did that, and I will be listening to the intro even if it is 1 minute long. So yeah, this entire release, very, very nice. No skip, 100%. Any performances that they do of any of these songs, I did see that they did one for both Blue Blood and Born Stunner. I'll definitely be checking those out on my Patreon if you guys want to see my reaction to that. But yeah, 100%. Tell me what you guys thought about this album down below. Would you like, would you not like? Tell me what your favorites were, or you can rate the entire thing if you'd like. Definitely like to hear your opinion. Hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to this one, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.